East Harlem, also known as Spanish Harlem, and El Barrio is a neighborhood of Upper Manhattan in New York City. The neighborhood is one of the largest predominantly Latino communities in New York City, mostly made up of Puerto Ricans as well as the rising numbers of Dominicans, Salvadorians, and Mexican immigrants. Puerto Rican immigration after the First World War established the first mass of Latinos in Italian Harlem, and this small area became known as El Barrio. The area slowly grew to encompass all Italian Harlem as Italians moved out and Latinos moved in during another wave of Latino immigration after the Second World War. Since the 1950s, East Harlem has been dominated by residents of Puerto Rican descent, sometimes called New Yorkers, who are second and third generation descendants of Puerto Rican ancestry. The newly dominant Puerto Rican population, which reached 63,000 in 1950, continued to define neighborhood according to its needs. By the 1930s, there was already an enclosed street market underneath the Park Avenue Railroad between 111th and 116th Streets called La Marqueta. They also established bodegas and botanicas as it expanded. Catholic and evangelistic Protestant churches appeared in storefronts. Although Spanish Harlem had been in use since at least the 1930s to describe the Hispanic mass, along with Italian Harlem and Negro Harlem, around the 1950s, the name began to be used as described the entire East Harlem neighborhood. Later, the name became El Barrio, which it began to be used especially by inhabitants of the area. Now, Spanish Harlem is one of the most dominated by Hispanics in America.